Have you ever experienced melancholy to the point of being overcome? The tragedy that befell Michael Kelly Ripa's son is the subject of our discussion today. Beyond the suffering of a single person, this story explores the weight of grief, the repercussions of loss, and the courage that emerges from facing tragedy together. Every aspect of this story serves as a reminder of our common humanity, a beacon of hope and a testament to the resilience of the human spirit that can triumph even under the most trying conditions. Therefore, I urge you to see this movie through to the very end. Millions of people have come to know Kelly Ripa because of her warmth, contagious grin, and capacity to brighten any space. However, beneath that public image is a great and painful personal life. We look at one of the most agonizing periods of that life, the catastrophe that has befallen her family, with a focus on her cherished son, Michael. There are times when life reveals its darker side behind closed doors, even if many of us may only witness the glitz and joy on film. Michael's tale serves as a warning that hardship has the power to completely upend even those who appear to have it all. This film discusses Michael's experience in detail, as well as the emotional toll it has taken on his loved ones. This is a straightforward story that anyone can understand, regardless of experience or background. More than just a news story, Michael's tragedy speaks to everyone who has ever experienced heartbreak, loss, or the crippling weight of sadness. We'll discuss the beginning of his issues, the events leading up to this terrible event, and his family's efforts to move on. Imagine living in a world where every day is a struggle. Hope seems so far, and uncertainty looms over the future. Michael's battle was a silent, agonizing one that happened behind closed doors rather than in front of a public or in the limelight of celebrity. Reliving what happened before this disaster serves as a reminder that sadness knows no bounds. Everyone experiences the anguish of losing a loved one, regardless matter whether they are famous or just regular people. Michael's experience teaches us that tragedy can strike at any time, and that the scars it leaves behind can occasionally be severe and difficult to heal. You will discover Michael's personal struggles throughout the video, which many of us may never see or fully comprehend. He tells his story without pretense or embellishment, in an honest and raw manner. We talk about the challenging moments when Michael's emotions overcame him, and it felt impossible to break free from the gloom. These instances are intended to highlight the value of empathy and understanding during difficult times, rather than to linger on hopelessness. Every public personality has a personal struggle going on behind them, and the most challenging battles are frequently fought in private. As the audience is reminded, as the narrative progresses, we also examine how Michael's tragedy impacted his family, particularly Kelly Ripa. Kelly has always been seen as a beacon of hope and is well known for her bravery and tenacity. However, nobody ought to have to endure the anguish of losing a son or witnessing her suffer in silence. This narrative demonstrates how a parent-child connection may be both happy and sad. A mother in Kelly's story tries her hardest, find optimism in the midst of sorrow. As she discusses the anguish of witnessing her child's struggles and how difficult it is to maintain hope when everything else seems to be coming apart, the video catches her vulnerable moments. The narrative also discusses the ties that have grown over time between Michael's family and those in his immediate neighborhood. Community can be a potent source of solace and recovery during tragic events. Friends, colleagues, and fans who have shared their own heartbreaking and tenacious tales have offered encouraging remarks. We are never really alone in our grief, as these anecdotes tell us. There is always someone who can empathize, who has experienced a similar situation, and who can assist us in getting back on our feet. In addition to expressing these sincere feelings, the film invites you to participate in a discussion on how we may all help one another through our most trying times. We also examine the larger discussion about mental health and the difficulties that many people deal with on a daily basis. Michael's story serves as a sobering reminder that sometimes the challenges we encounter are hidden from view. It is a call to consider the individual affected by the tragedy, someone who is hurt, vulnerable, and bearing the burden of loss, instead of focusing only on the news. The film uses straightforward, caring language to illustrate that, rather than showing weakness, managing mental health is about accepting the fact that life may be very difficult. It is an exhortation to everyone to value empathy, show kindness to those who might be in need, and ask for assistance when necessary. The story prompts you to reflect on your own life as you watch it further. Have you ever gone through a particularly depressing time or lost something that left you feeling broken or isolated? Michael's narrative reflects our own grieving processes. It serves as a reminder that even in cases where sorrow appears unimaginable, it can evoke empathy and compassion. The film highlights that the healing process, which may take some time, can be aided by sharing and supporting our pain. Every word in this story has been chosen to speak to you and serve as a reminder that, despite how depressing life may appear, there is always hope in the commonalities among all people. The message gets stronger as the video comes to a close. It is an exhortation to never undervalue life's fleeting nature, to treasure every minute spent with our loved ones, and to honor the memory of those we have lost. Michael's tragedy serves as a sobering reminder that life is as short as it is beautiful, and that every smile and happy moment can be a mask for suffering. The film encourages you to constantly listen with empathy or say something kind, to be kind to yourself, and to assist someone who might be in need. Before we end, I would want to remind you to watch this video through to the end. We have shared every moment of this journey with you in the hopes of developing a close, intimate relationship, serving as a reminder that everyone is impacted by pain and recovery. At the film's conclusion, there is a strong call to action. Find time today to connect with someone you care about. Remind a friend, relative, or even a complete stranger that they are not alone in their struggles. Please like, comment, and share this video if this story resonated with you. Your help sends a message of kindness and optimism, showing everyone that we can find the strength to come together and heal even while we are grieving. We appreciate you viewing, and keep in mind that compassion is crucial to our common humanity.